Good evening, students. Today we will discuss Venn diagram, which is a pictorial representation of operation on sets. As we have discussed earlier in my previous videos, we have set, which is a collection of numbers, set A, and set B, collection of numbers 6 and 5, and there is a universal set. Universal set is what? It is a superset for given set, as well as some more numbers are there in it. Means they have elements in set A, they have some elements in set B, but they have more elements that are not part of A and B. This is our Venn diagram. On paper we will draw like this. First condition is we have two sets A and B, but there is no common element in it. For example, if we have 1 and 4 in set A and 6 and 5 in set B, which means there is no common element in between, then this type of sets is what? Disjoint set. We will represent it like this. Two sets without common element is called disjoint sets, and we will discuss this thing later when we discuss intersection. So this is my first operation on set, which is disjoint sets. If we don't have any common element, it is represented by this figure, and we can write it as no common elements. Our next operation is union of two sets. For example, if I am having a set A, which is 1, 2 and 3, and set B having elements 3, 4 and 5. Look at these two sets A and B. Here we have one common element. Can anybody tell me what is that element? Yes, it's 3. So 3 is a common element in between these two sets. When we want to write union of two sets, we are not going to write common element two times. What does it mean? We will discuss by using the diagram. Here I am having two sets where we have one common element, 3. Then this common elements divide these two sets into three parts. First part, second part and third part. This 3 is common in between these two sets. There is a overlapping, as you can see. There is a overlapping between two sets. So to avoid this overlapping, we will write this element only one time and write the remaining elements as it is. Is it clear? So how can we write it in your notebooks? A union B. This is a symbol for union. U. Sign of U is a symbol for union. A union B. Write element 1, 2, 3 as it is, but 3 is common in between. No need to write 3 again. Then write 4 and 5. These are the elements which is union of two sets A and B, resultant of union of two sets. Is it clear? Write each and every element as it is, but don't write common element two times. Write it as one time only. Next operation is intersection of two sets. Intersection of two sets is what? If we take out uncommon elements and whatever left is known as intersection, overlapping of two sets. Is it clear? This is what? Intersection of two sets. When two sets intersect each other, what is overlapping position? Whatever we are having as a overlapping position is known as intersection of two sets. It is represented by inverse U. A inverse B. A intersection of B is represented by green shaded portion. Here we have a common number which is 3. I am taking the same example, set A and set B, and A union B becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but A intersection B becomes only 3 because only one element is common in between. Next, as we have discussed earlier, disjoint sets. Disjoint sets are what? If we don't have any common element. So what about A intersection B? A intersection B is what? Common element, but there is no common element. If no element means empty set. Empty set means 5 without parenthesis. Is it clear? Next is difference of two sets. Again we will see this model. Some numbers are here and there. Okay, this is my example. Set A having 1 2 3, set B having 3 4 5. If we, this is our intersection of two sets. If we remove this two sets, that whatever left is called difference of two sets. Means whatever left in this set is what? If we subtract B from it, if we take the number which is also in B, 4 and 6 is what? If we subtract A from B, whatever left is known as B minus A. Now look at in the notebook. Here we have an image. Green portion represents set A minus B. Value of A elements which are not member of B. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3 are elements of A. When we take out the element which is also in B, which is 3, whatever left is called A minus B. A minus B. Similarly, B minus A, if we subtract 3 from it, because it is common in A also, then whatever left is called B minus A. 4 and 5, by using comma we are going to write these two elements, B minus A. This is called difference of two sets. A minus B is different, B minus A is different. There is a note point. A minus B is not equals to B minus A. Both are different things. By using this Venn diagram, we can understand this green portion is different and orange portion is different. So we will get different elements in both the cases. And the last one is symmetric difference. Symmetric difference is nothing but a triangular of two sets. A triangular B is what? Union of A minus B and B minus A. Union of A minus B and B minus A. Is it clear? Here we have 5 operations: union of two sets, intersection of two sets, disjoint sets, difference of two sets, and last symmetric difference, which is very important for higher exams, for DSSB, for CTET also. Last one is complement of a set. If I am having only one set, what is its complement? Whatever left inside the universal set except A is called complement of A. Means not in A set, whatever we have in a universal set is called complement of a set, denoted by A dash, or AC means complement of A. AC is what? Element belongs to universal set but not a member, not belongs to set A. For example, by using example we will discuss this thing. A set A is what? A, E, I, having 3 elements A, E, I, and universal set is what? Is a vowel for English alphabets. So how many alphabets are there in English? 5. A, E, I, O, U. These are the 5 elements in set U. So what is the complement of A? Whatever left if we remove elements of A, E, I, whatever left is what? O and U is are elements of complement of A. This is what complement of A is what? Not in A set but members of universal set of given example. Thank you. These are the operations we have discussed. We will in next class we will discuss some questions also.